Ooh. Oh, yeah. I'm almost done. I wanted to show you this crawl hole piece of sheetrock. See, it's from here that way, and they just had a little bit of blow-in insulation on top of it. That's why I said I need to get some batt insulation, cut it on there, put the paper side down so I can kind of sneak in there, staple it around the edges, and be done with it. And see, like I said, I got blow-in insulation in some places and batt insulation in others. I just don't understand it. So I came that way, retraced all my steps, moved all the insulation back around there, and I can see I could get up here another time, spend another 4 or 5 hours, and rearrange certain things that they have. See this here? I've never touched it. That insulation needs to be relocated around there, pushed back down. That piece up there needs to be pushed down. I'm losing all that R value of insulation between my sheetrock ceiling down there and up in the attic. And see, it's a little light back in there. See how thick that insulation is? I wish they would have done that on the entire house. It would have made it a little bit more difficult to walk around up here, because then I'd have to take that insulation, flop it back so I can see where I'm going, flop it, and then rearrange it. But you know, I've done that too. So there's a lot of blow-in insulation here, and can't really get it too thick in here because it's right next to the, see, here's the bottom edge of the truss that goes across here, and then this ceiling is just framed across with 2x4s going across from that joist, that floor joist, over to another floor joist over there. So see, right here I only have 3.5 inches of insulation. Had they have put batt insulation here, that sucker would be standing way up here. As it is, this all has to be pushed back at an angle, and see over here, I got just a little bit of insulation here. Batt insulation could go here, so I'm gonna rearrange some of the stuff up here. Remember, I told you I'd probably get another bag of insulation, and I'll measure the thickness of that, and then see, here's some other pieces that got just cut. I've got them laid down there, and there's not much on the other side. So I'll reach up here and measure that with my tape measure before I get down and stuff, knowing I got to get back up in here, rearrange a few things. See how thick the insulation is, the blow-in insulation is over here, and then it drops down to about 4.5 inches down there. That level should have been all the way across here. See, they could have filled that up. They didn't spray it thick enough. And you know what? When you have a house built for you, I don't think the inspector comes up and checks to make sure that the insulation got installed properly. He just looks and makes sure it's ready, and then it's basically, I think, up to whoever's installing it to put it in properly. Well, they missed all this here, all this insulation here, 4.5 to 5, 6 inches in here, and you've got up in here, you got probably 12 inches of insulation stacked nicely. See, they're above the TGI floor joist here going down. Let's see how much higher it is. Look, it's another 2.5, 3 inches higher than that TGI. So I know that they skimped along there. So, you know, I may get another roll, cut it, do some measuring, cut some around where the where the crawl hole is going to be, set it in here, rearrange some blow-in insulation, and I only need a few pieces of batt insulation. I can put a piece on the top of this crawl hole, and I've got some underneath the house that's missing too. It looked like a rat or something pulled it down. I'll show you that some other time. But I'm going to measure this before I get down, and I'm gonna call it a day here once I get down here. Okay. Well, I just wanted to show you that. Hope you learned something. Well, that's all I got for this time. But I'll be back with more videos.